Hello, everyone. It's Joel from EV Geek Studios, and this is your mini charge episode for Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. Today's episode is all about a phase you've probably heard a lot lately in the EV community: software defined vehicles. Automakers, tech companies, and investors keep saying that cars are becoming computers on wheels or rolling smartphones. Tesla updates your car overnight. Ford and GM are rolling out new features through apps. Volkswagen is rebuilding its entire software division. I personally just got an update on my Kia a few nights ago. Even startups like Rivian and Lucid are talking about software platforms more than engines and motors. So what does software-defined car mean anyways? Are EVs actually becoming rolling smartphones? And what does that mean for drivers, automakers, repairs, resale value, and most importantly, your privacy? Let's break it all down. So let's start by tackling the issue of what is a software-defined car. Traditionally, cars were mostly hardware. Yeah, they had software, but it was very limited. Engine control units, infotainment systems, safety modules like ABS or traction control. Each system ran on its own little computer. And once that car left the factory, that software barely changed. A software-defined vehicle, or SDV, flips that idea. Instead of dozens of isolated control units, modern EVs use centralized computing platforms. One or a few powerful onboard computers run most of the car functions, from infotainment and navigation to battery management, driver assistance, and even performance tuning. This means features can be added later, improved over time, fixed with software updates, or unlocked or disabled remotely, just like your smartphone. Now, Tesla was the first mainstream automaker to fully embrace this idea. They pushed over their updates years before most legacy automakers even thought it was possible. Now, nearly every EV maker is trying to catch up. EVs are uniquely suited to be software-defined. First, electric drivetrains are already digital by nature. There's no mechanical throttle cable, no transmission shifts in the traditional sense, and far fewer moving parts than in a gas car. That makes it easier to control everything through software. Second, EVs rely heavily on battery management systems. Things like charging curves, range prediction, thermal control, and regenerative braking are all software-driven. If you tweak the code, you can technically increase efficiency, improve acceleration, adjust how strong regen braking feels, and possibly extend battery life. Tesla has done all of this through updates. Third, EV buyers already expect tech-like experiences. They're used to apps, digital dashboards, voice assistants, AI, and frequent updates. So the idea that your car gets better after you buy it doesn't sound weird anymore. So let's talk about what this looks like in the real world. We'll start with Tesla. Tesla has famously added more range, faster acceleration, new autopilot features, new UI layouts, which happens every year with their holiday update, and new entertainment apps, all through over-the-air updates. Some Tesla owners literally woke up to a faster car. Ford. Now, Ford's Blue Cruise hands-free driving system is updated remotely. They've also rolled out OTA updates for battery management and infotainment. With GM, their Ultium EVs use a centralized software platform that supports digital keys, OTA updates, subscription features, and new driver assist functions. Volkswagen is trying to rebuild its entire vehicle architecture with the help of a partnership with Rivian around software after major delays with the ID3 and the ID4. Hint, the original software in the ID4 was pure trash. They're investing billions into their software division to compete with Tesla and Chinese EV makers. And finally, you have startups Rivian and Lucid, who treat their cars like tech products. Fast OTA update cycles, app-driven features, software-based performance tuning, cloud connectivity. This is no longer a niche idea. It's becoming the industry standard. So, what's actually good about this? Well, there are a few things. One, your car can improve over time. Instead of aging like a traditional car, software-defined EVs can gain new features, get bug fixes, improve efficiency, and receive safety upgrades. Your 3-year-old EV might actually be better than when you bought it. Also, and this is important to me, fewer dealership visits. OTA updates can fix infotainment bugs, battery issues, charging problems, driver assist glitches without a trip to the service center. This also allows more personalization. Automakers can let you customize driving modes, steering feel, regen braking strength, acceleration response, and UI layouts, just like tweaking your phone settings. And also, faster innovation. Instead of waiting for the next model year, companies can roll out features instantly. This is a huge shift in how cars evolve. Now let's talk about the uncomfortable part, the downsides and risks. First are those subscriptions and paywalls, and this is something I experienced with my Kia. Some automakers are already charging monthly fees for heated seats, driver assistant features, performance boost, advanced navigation. For me, it's the top tier of Kia Connect, which I have to pay for so I can get OTA updates and things like remote start. You might technically own the hardware, but not the software that makes it work. Also, you might experience some updates that remove features. Unlike old cars, your vehicle can change overnight. A bad update could introduce bugs, disable features, change performance, and alter those UI layouts. And you might not get a choice. Also, you have repair and right to repair issues. If everything is software controlled, repairs get complicated. Independent shops may not have access to diagnostic tools, software keys, firmware updates. This can make ownership more expensive. And this is something we see with Tesla, with having to take your car to a Tesla or certified Tesla dealership if something is software related, and even sometimes hardware related. And finally, privacy and data collection. Software-defined cars collect a lot of data. Location, driving behavior, charging habits, voice commands. Now, who owns that data? Who can sell it? And who can access it? These are big unanswered questions. So, are EVs becoming rolling smartphones? In a lot of ways, yes. They run on a centralized computing platform, rely heavily on software, update over the air, support app-like features, and evolve after purchase. But there's a critical difference. A phone crashing is annoying. A car crashing because of a software bug is dangerous. And it's something I experienced in my Tesla, where driving down the road and the screen just goes dark for about 3 or 4 minutes as it reloads. This means reliability, cybersecurity, and safety standards matter far more than in consumer electronics. The future of cars isn't just about better batteries or faster charging. It's about better code, and AI can probably help with that. And whether automakers can balance innovation with trust, safety, and ownership rights will always be the central question. So what do you think? Would you buy a car knowing its features could change overnight? Do you love the idea of your EV improving over time? Or are you worried about subscriptions, data privacy, and losing control? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. All right, that is your mini charge episode for today. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube. And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any other audio podcast platform, tap that follow button and leave us a quick rating and comment. It really helps the show grow. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay charged and stay geeky.